Welcome to Energy Talk with Elmesho. At Elmesho head office today we have a special guest, Mr. Vikram Sena Reddy, Energy Manager from Granules Omnicell, and with more than 12 years of expertise in energy engineering projects and maintenance in pharmaceutical industry. Start off with, we know that in the recent years there's a lot of competition and there have been, the trends in the energy market has been constantly varying or evolving with respect to energy efficiency, sustainability, climate change. So when it comes to pharma industry, from your expertise and what you have seen in all these years, what are the major adverse effects that you have noticed with respect to energy, and how much has it been concentrated when you're looking specifically in pharma industry?
Coming to the pharma industry, just I would like to say thank you very much for this session actually which you have taken. And just I'll notify the compared to the other industry, the pharma industry, the focus area in the pharma industry for respect to the energy is very low. So because there are two reasons in that is that actually people are going with a very traditional ways of technology in the pharma industry. That is the one thing. And second thing is that giving the preference by the management for the energy is a second. So because of these things, which is we are not getting the notable savings and notable energy efficiency perspective with respect to the pharma industry. That's what. But there are some giant players, like there are the top 10 companies which are in India. They are doing the best for the energy efficiency with respect to the green energy, with respect to the energy efficiency, with respect to the technology. But rest, if you take near about 13 million companies are there in pharmaceuticals in India, and is one of the biggest export to the world. Is with respect to all the nations. So India is one of the export point of view. It is one of the biggest exporter in point of pharmaceuticals. So, but this is very sad, and because it should be taken any initiative on the energy efficiency. So, thing is that there are two things. One is that actually people more focused on the compliance as well as safety. So, in a pharma, there are the two major issues that are compliance and safety. So after that, they will give some preference to the energy and utilities and energy sectors like engineering and all. This is the third point which I would like to pinpoint here. Because people in engineering, in pharma engineering says that this is a service department. They don't see that what services they are providing, how it will be utilizing, and what energy wastage is going to happen. So those things are not actually monitoring in the perspective of the energy. So this is on my idea on the energy side in pharmaceuticals.
Okay, thanks for that. But again, do we have any proportion where we can say that how is energy and production? Is it anywhere related where we can focus on that as well? Because like you mentioned, pharma industry is one of the growing industries. But when we term, we are not focusing much on that. But with respect to production, can we relate it? So it's much more easier to understand.
Yes, we can do it. Actually, there is a specific energy consumption monitoring. It should be done actually with respect to the pharmaceuticals also. Because whereas if you take the cement industry and cement, steel and pulp and paper, wherever there is a specific energy consumption is monitored. It is mandatory to understand to reduce the specific energy consumption. Whereas in pharmaceuticals also it is required. But it depends on the site condition and the product which they are manufacturing and the energy which they are utilizing. So because all the industry, all the products may not be same in the pharmaceuticals. First thing is that we need to make it out, and we need to focus on the what energy it is consuming and what, because there are types of energies which the pharmaceutical will consume, because most of the heating and cooling energies which are required by the pharmaceuticals. So that we need to focus more on the perspective of what energy it is consuming. If you take the example of our company, in 2016 the specific energy consumption is 239 megawatt hours per kg, 1 ton of production. So by 2020, the specific energy consumption is 125 megawatt per hour per ton of production. So it is reduced almost 50%. So we have done this scrutiny, like more focused on the what energy it is consuming, what perspective it is consuming. So what is the bottleneck times, what is the process timings, and what is where we can reduce the cycle times. So those point of activities we need to more focus. But every industry, and because there are some people who are there in the manufacturers, like they produce bulk drugs. So they're done mostly tons in a day. So there also they should focus on what type of energy they are consuming and what is the best possibility of reduction of the cycle time, so that what type of energy we can reduce. In that way, that is a mandatory even for the pharmaceuticals. I think by 2021, even BEE is putting pharmaceuticals into the designated energy consumer. So in that perspective, the specific energy consumption will be stabilized, and there will be the benchmarking for the specific energy consumption for pharmaceuticals also. That's what just what I am predicting actually.
Like you mentioned, pharmaceutical industry is still in terms of traditional approaches. So when you decided to start up with an implementation of energy management solution at Granules Omnichip, where you criticized, did you have any opposing from your management? What were the factors that you put out so that you could take a step ahead?
Yeah, in this perspective, just I'll appreciate and just I'll thankful to my management that he has given 100% clearance with respect to the energy and technology what it is there. But before that, we have done so much of groundwork. So what actually it is and what benefit we are going to get, because management won't see what is going to happen in perspective of all the things they don't want to see within the 10 minutes of time. Just we need to mention what we require. So they don't give hours of time to convince them. Just within the 10 minutes they'll ask only, okay, you focus, okay, what are the focus points, what are the standards which you are going to do, and what benefits organization is going to get. So in that way, just we made the tremendous groundwork. So what we want actually, and what are the standards you are going to inculcate, and what benefits the organization is going to get, what will be the futuristic point of view. So in that way we made the presentation and we put in front of the board and in front of the management CEO. Then by seeing that, he immediately approved the project, and there is some reluctant from the team, reluctant from the site, even though, because the system is running, and even how we can do it, we have less manpower, and who will monitor, how we know that our energy is this is out of our subject, so we don't know really what energy it is. So even there is some down level technical team there from the ITI, so how you can improve their level of knowledge and understanding. So those kind of things. And what about the budget, what will be the ROI, so what is the payback terms in point of investments and all, how you will ensure that the system will be implemented as per your what is your planning. So those things which is really hurdles even for the any energy manager or any system, because when you are putting something in front, they'll rise with the queries, because they don't know how the things will happen. So if you leave in between, so what will be the condition, that also they are anticipated. So if you take the project but you leave in between, so what will be the condition, who will take the next level, so what is your succession plan for this. So those things also we have taken into the control, and we have done tremendous groundwork for that, and we projected, and we are chosen the channel partner very accurately. Then we made the customization reports as per our requirement. Then with a short time and with a short because even the time was given very less actually, within the 3 months we need to complete the project. So that is one of the factor. And moreover, what I want to say is that because when I joined in 2018 Dr. Reddy's, since then I was into the energy by virtue actually. So because they started with the Pragati savings in Dr. Reddy's in 2006, apart from that, because the water savings is a major requirement for that. After that, they're taken into the energy. So that is the Pragati. There is an initiative from the Dr. Reddy's. So in that also, I'm the part of that. So in initiating the energy efficiency products like VFDs and energy management system implementation, those things. After that, I joined in MCure, even though there is the same factor. And CIPLA also I done same thing. So by which I have the groundwork and the good understanding about the energy perspective. So when I joined here, just I saw what the problems are in the systems and all, how we can do it. Then I worked out with the what are the things we required actually. So then I kept in front of management. Management is they have their own questions, but we made into convinced. Then they immediately approved the project. In the 2016, we started the project of implementing the monitoring and measurement system. With that, we have taken this growth actually.
Okay, so just like you mentioned, Dr. Reddy's previously worked around. So Elmesha had previously installed energy management solution there, I think. But did you get any inspiration from that as well, like how the real-time monitoring works or anything like that?
Yes, I'll tell you. The thing is that actually I think it was the first time which I see total energy management system in online. Because earlier the experience was with me is like that the technician has to go to the around the meters and he has to write up all the data. And when he's reached to last point, that will be the 1 hour data will be last. So we cannot calculate the exact distribution loss between the APDCL like board energy meter and as well as the consumption pattern. And there will be some errors in the calculations also in the writing the readings, and there is a typo errors in the writing the readings because everybody will not eligible writing. So there will be some understanding things also will be difficult, and legibility is the issue and the calculation is the issue. So we cannot find the exact power consumption data. But when I see that the system which is installed in Dr. Reddy's, it's very legible and will give the accurate data, and the data will be restored and no need to enter anything. The man hours is reduced. So that what happens, you can see the exact legible attributed data which is really readily available, so that you can identify all the consumption parameters and you can see what is the variability, you can see the benchmarking, and you can see the losses and all. So that is one of the best things which was taken care in 2008 itself, past 12 years back.
How did you take this complete because not just national award just national award, CI consistently you are being winning awards. Everything with energy management. And when I see pharmaceuticals, it's quite rare to find them in the energy sector the way you have taken forward. So that's something really, that's one of the major reasons why the moment I met you, I was like, how did you take up this? So now I would like to share the same knowledge to everyone else. Yeah.
Yes. See, I'll tell you, because the thing is that we don't want to stand alone in the market actually. So we want to compete with the competitions. So that was the thing actually what we want to, because right now we are competing with the industry like paper and pulp and steel and cement. So wherever we applied, we are applying along with them. So there is no specific related to the pharma sector, which is there is no awards actually. So because the pharmaceutical people is very low in applications. Actually, I inquired with the CI, why you are not taking a pharmaceutical as a category? They said very low applications you are getting in the CI in the perspective. Even national award which we applied for the Bureau of Energy Efficiency, there is a category of manufacturing. There is no category of pharmaceuticals. So we are competed with the energy, all the energy incentive companies like cement and steel. So in that also we came into the into the runner-up stage actually. So that was a glad to our company and as well as our management and the team members. That was the thing. But here the thing is that because energy is not a passion or something, energy is a responsibility. So every individual should have that responsibility, because in the futuristic, if you see, the coal reserves for India is only for 100 years. So what lost longing after 100 years? What you are going to do? So the oil reserves is only for the 46 years. What you are going to do? Natural gas is reserves for only 46 years. What you are going to do after that? So oil reserves is only for 17 years for India. So what you are going to do after that? So those kind of things will be taken care by each individual, and it should be inculcated all the team, all the energy sectors, which the energy consumption is more. Actually, if you see, like some of the major companies in the pharmaceutical, they are consuming very high energy. So in that one, they should feel the responsibility towards the nation, towards the environment. So by the byproduct of the energy saving is the CO2 reduction. So that also one give the green emission reduction and all. So in that way, the awareness session, which I feel that we need to conduct to the pharmaceuticals, which maybe some people are doing, but they are not posting or they are not sharing their best practices into the market. So here our intention is that we are very thankful to my management, because they want to share everything to the nation or to the participant, whoever it may be. So thing is that whatever you have done, the best practices, that we are ready to share to anyone. The thing is that actually first thing is that, and we are projecting everywhere where we are stand, and we are learning from them, because competing in any sector, competing any award is that not to get the award actually, but our intention is to learn from that. So even from the CA awards, what you are joined and what you are taken for the initiative for the award is that actually not winning the award, to learn from something from them. So maybe someone is doing the best compared to us. So we just incorporate that what they are the best practices they are doing, that we can implement here. So that's the main aim of award participation. So maybe the pharmaceutical other companies may don't have that much of openness and transparency in projecting their practices. But here management will say, so whether you will win or lose, but you will learn. So that is the ultimate thing what motivates us to participate in the awards.
Thank you so much, Vikram, for a detailed session for today. Even though it was just about, we thought of initially just a few briefs, but I'm so glad you were able to give a detailed explanation of what are the major challenges, what are the problems. And I look forward for the live webinar on July 10th at 11 o'clock. Thank you so much for accepting the invite.